What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Next Gen Career Mode. This is episode number 79. We start today's episode off by putting in a bid for Hummels. We give Real Madrid £24 million, which is what they wanted. And you may be sitting there thinking, hang on a minute, where did you get that extra money from? I do apologise for this, but I accidentally deleted the email where Schmelzer got sold to Porto for £9 million. I do apologise for that. As you see, Zila go to Udinese here for £5 million. I do apologise for that. I was in a real hurry to get the footage, and I accidentally deleted the email, and of course I didn't get the footage for it either, so I do apologise for that. I really do. I'm sorry. It's the first time I've actually accidentally deleted what I needed for the video in a long time, so I apologise for that. But basically, Schmelzer's now gone. He's gone to Porto for £9 million, and also, of course, you would have seen there, Zila's now gone to Udinese, and that now does mean that we can afford to pay what Real Madrid want for Hummels, which is £24 million. So we go ahead and put in a bid, and we'll wait and see what they say, but they can't really say no, since that's what they asked for originally. So there you go. And again, I do apologise that I deleted the email and didn't get the footage for the Schmelzer sale. Sorry about that, but yeah, he went to Porto for £9 million, and that means that he has now gone from our club, and it looks like we are going to replace him with Hummels. But anyway, we take on FSV Mainz for the first game of today's episode, and we take him on at the Olympia Stadion. And the first chance of this game would fall in the 49th minute. Sydney Sam went clear, but his shot was well saved by the goalkeeper, and Mainz got the ball away. And to be honest, it was one of those games where it was really poor, and I just couldn't do anything. I was looking for something exciting to show you guys in the footage, but there was genuinely nothing. And in the 59th minute, you see Marco Reus got a bit of a run here. He offloads it towards Andre Schürrle down the left-hand side. Good little double step over, then a roulette. His shot is well saved, then Sam's shot is well saved, but thankfully Lasogga is there to turn home the rebound, and he makes it 1-0 on the stroke of the hour mark. So Lasogga turns the ball in, and it's Hertha Berlin 1, FSV Mainz 0. So very pleased to get ourselves the goal in this game, but it took us a very long time to get it. And in the 84th minute, another chance here. Toni Kroos finds Lasogga. Lasogga plays it back to Kroos. Kroos collects the ball, gets onto his right foot and strikes it, but it's a good save by Wagner. He turns it behind for a corner. And that was how the game would finish, a 1-0 victory, and it was just so poor. It really was. Barely anything happened, but at the end of the day, we got the win, and that's the most important thing. I would have liked a few more goals, but I'll take the win. That's the most important thing. And yeah, it's now 3 games, 2 wins, and a draw as well. And as you can see as well, there was only 1 game in the Bundesliga after that. Hamburg lost to Bayer Leverkusen by 2-1. And as you can see here as well, Real Madrid are not going to match the counter offer for Ter Stegen, which is not a real surprise, as are Everton and CSKA Moscow. Neither of those clubs will match the £30 million we asked for Ter Stegen. And also Hummels, Real Madrid did accept the £24 million bid we put in, which is not a real surprise. We knew that was going to happen. We offer Hummels a contract. We'll wait and see what he says, and hopefully we can replace Schmelzer with Hummels, which we're going to do, because straight away he accepts the contract, and Hummels is going to come in for £24 million. It's a lot of money. It's a huge amount of money, but he's an 86 rated centre-back. I absolutely love Hummels in real life. I think he's a great centre-back, and as you can see, 6'4", 27 years old, centre-back. Some fantastic stats, including 90 strength, 89 interception, 90 heading accuracy, 88 stand tackle, 80 slick slide tackle. Unbelievable defensive stats. He looks really good, and I'm very pleased we managed to sign Hummels. And the last bit of business we look to do in the summer transfer window is possibly sign a backup goalkeeper, because of course now Zila has gone. We've only got Sprint, who's a 61 overall backup goalkeeper, so I don't really, you know, I'm someone who likes to play it safe in terms of squad depth, so I don't really want to have 2 goalkeepers and, you know, one of them being 61 overall. So we're going to look at 3 goalkeepers: Trapp, Leno and Baumann. Can't see Leno coming in, but Trapp or Baumann, I think we could probably get one of those players, and hopefully we can sign one of these 2 players before the end of the transfer window, because I would like to make sure we got at least one good player, one good backup goalkeeper to deal with, just in case Ter Stegen does get an injury. And Trapp, Frankfurt want £5 million, and Freiburg want £3 million for Baumann, so it seemed like a wise choice to go back in for Baumann. We put in a £2.5 million bid for him, and they accept it as well. So £2.5 million for Oliver Baumann. That's half of what we got for Ron Robert Zila. He's 26 years old, so 1 year younger than Zila, and I'd imagine he'll be about the same overall. So Yeah, that could be some good business, to be honest. Baumann does actually decline his contract. We offer him a new one here. That could be some good business for us, to be honest, because Zila, like, you know, Zila was a good goalkeeper, don't get me wrong. He spent a year here. He did alright in the cup games, but, you know, at the end of the day, he's a backup goalkeeper. He won't play that much. And if he's going to be around the same overall, even if he's like 1 or 2 ratings lower than Zila, I don't really mind, because we're, you know, getting £2.5 million basically just for that replacement, and I'm sure he'll do quite well for us in the games we need him, because Ter Stegen, he plays all of the games other than, you know, the cup games and, you know, 1 or 2 here and there, and I think we'll be okay with Baumann if he does come in, which hopefully, touch wood, he should be able to do now. And also we take on Bayern Munich here for the second and final game of today's episode, away at the Allianz Arena, a sunny Allianz Arena, which I don't think I've ever played in before. We take on Bayern Munich here. As you can see, we've got Toni Kroos now, so we've robbed Bayern Munich of Toni Kroos, so they've had to change their team around a little bit, but I don't know what it is about Bayern Munich, man. Their side just doesn't look nowhere near as strong as it could be on career mode, you know, if they would just make some good signings for once. But yeah, we take on Bayern Munich away at the Allianz Arena, and I was hoping for the win, but the first chance this game would fall relatively early on in the 29th minute as Badstuber finds William Carvalho. We swing it across, Lasogga wins the header, it loops in the air, it hits the bar, and then Akinfeev doesn't really deal with it. However, I couldn't turn the ball in, and I was really frustrated there, because the ball looped up on the air. Akinfeev, I thought he was just going to pick the ball up, and I didn't react quick enough, because he ended up spilling it, and had I been able to react quickly, I could have just blasted the ball into the open goal, but Lasogga, but unfortunately not, and it is still scoreless. And from the goal kick, Akinfeev plays it short towards Boateng. Boateng collects it and then plays it to David Alaba. Alaba plays that wide towards Contento. He finds our former player Gylfi Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson collects the ball and plays it back towards Alaba. Nice passing by Bayern Munich as he finds Lewandowski. He plays it back towards Mario Götze. Götze takes on Hummels, beats him with a nice piece of skill and shoots, but thankfully for us, Ter Stegen has his near post covered and turns it behind for a corner. So corner to Bayern Munich here as they cross the ball in with Müller into the centre. It's played in towards Boateng. It's headed away only as far as Alaba, who strikes it. Takes a deflection but falls to Boateng. Boateng strikes it, hits the post, and then Hummels makes a really, really awesome challenge. So Mats Hummels making his debut there, pulls off a great challenge. So it looked for sure as though Bayern Munich were going to put the ball into the empty net. So still 0-0, and from the corner, Götze crosses the ball in. Hummels gets it away. His height is going to be a real big advantage for us here this season. He gets the ball away. Lasogga wins it for us here and plays it through towards Marco Reus. And although Rafinha wins it back, we also win it back with Lasogga and go on a break. We give it to Reus. Reus finds William Carvalho. Carvalho plays it eventually over the top towards the runner Sidney Sam. Down the right hand side, he takes on Contento, beats him, gets onto his left foot here, drills in a cross, but unfortunately Reus's back heel goes straight into the Russian goalkeeper's gloves, and Akinfeev has a simple save. So still 0-0. We'd have to wait until the 69th minute for another chance, and it fell here to Bayern Munich as Götze found Shaqiri down the left hand side. He played it to Lewandowski, who plays it through towards Mario Götze, and unfortunately for us, it's a great finish past Ter Stegen, and he may never score as much an important goal as the one he scored in the World Cup final against Argentina, but even so, it's a good finish by Götze. He makes it 1-0, and unfortunately we are behind in this game later on. In the 86th minute, we were still trailing this game, and we were still losing, and as Kevin Volland finds Lasogga, he plays in the ball down the right hand side, takes on Contento, rolls it backwards towards Toni Kroos, and for his first goal in a Hertha Berlin shirt, guess what club it comes against? His former club Bayern Munich, and what a strike by Kroos. That's exactly why I've signed him, you know, for those goals just outside the area. If I can pick him out and he's got a bit of space, let fly, he'll probably find the back of the net, and he did. That was a great strike by Toni Kroos, his first goal in a Hertha Berlin shirt, and again, that's exactly why I signed him. Just if he ever gets space around that area, I'm going to let fly, and that's a brilliant strike by Kroos. He finds the back of the net, past Akinfeev against his former club, and it is Bayern Munich 1, Hertha Berlin 1. Toni Kroos against his former club gets us the equalising goal, and that was how the game would finish. So a 1-1 draw, and yeah, it was a very, very decent game. It was very, very difficult. There weren't too many chances, but even so, a couple of good goals for either side, and I'll take the draw. You know, so far 4 games in, 2 wins, 2 draws, but those 2 draws have come against arguably the 2 other strongest sides in the league, so I don't mind that, to be honest, and away from home as well, so I don't mind that, to be honest. It's been an okay start, and yeah, I was very pleased Toni Kroos bailed us out there. And also you can see here Goretzka's wage demands have led the board to now transfer listing, which is really frustrating. I hate it when that happens. That's the 2nd time it's happened already this season, so we offer him a new contract and hopefully he will accept it, because I really like Goretzka. You know, he may drop to the bench this year, but I really do like him, and we'll wait and see what Goretzka says to that new contract. And also Baumann has accepted his contract, so Baumann's going to come in and sit on our bench. That will most likely complete the summer transfer window spending, but I'm happy with what we've done this window. I really am. Even though we spent big on Kroos and Hummels, I'm sure they're going to be two great players for us, and I think Baumann could be a good backup goalkeeper as well. So I'm pleased with the business we've done so far, and that should probably end the transfer window spending for us. And as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you for the next episode of my Next Gen Career Mode very soon.